We are here with the second place Shadowverse case tourney winner. Got his nice little, we'll get there. We got his 4 boxes. This was first place, but you know, that's second place. And what'd you play today? What's your name and how did it go?
We played Rune Control.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Spice.
Yes. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice.
Yeah, I felt that burn.
Yeah, easy, by the way. That was a free match. But no, I got sacked in the last one. We'll talk about that after. So yeah, just playing Rune Control. Not really spell chain or anything. Just like all the cards are really good. So we just play all the cards.
Do you have any shout outs before we get to the deck
shout
profile?
out to Colin.
Colonizer, let's go.
This man literally has like a physical deck, plays online against himself with a physical deck for practice. That guy's
what the heck?
Insane. So I had a ton of really good aggro practice against like aggro decks. So
nice.
This is what the deck was built for, play against aggro. And Swiss was for Abyss aggro. People waxed all of them. I lost to a Haven in Swiss, last round of Swiss. Got into top 8. Thought I was going to lose because I was up against another Haven player after another sword game. Sacked it out. There's a card in here.
That man dropped double Aegis.
Yeah. Oh man, that was nice. And then, you know, I got sacked. Obviously, die. Fantastic.
I watched that. That was
beat me.
That was
down,
nice.
Like the dog I am. Anyway, let's get into the deck list.
All right, let's get into it.
So obviously we have the 3 pretty, beautiful, gorgeous angelic snipe. This card is insane in this deck. It's a spell, not that matters, which we'll talk about later. Deals 2 damage, so nice goblin. Bozo, right? So we go next.
Yeah, I felt that too.
So here's Snipe 1.0. It's not a quick or anything, but it does 2 damage just like Snipe does. So, you know, we're using that to kill the little bodies that aggro has.
Double Snipe.
Easy. Here we got some more aggro hate. We got Surefire.
My God.
There's so many times where I killed like a Playful Necromancer or, let's say, the Floral Fencer with this on the end phase, just popped it, deal 4, and then, you know, maybe Fire Chain or something, which is the next card here, to finish off the little boys that come out of the
Fire Chain, classic.
Yeah, Fire Chain's fantastic. Just all of this is removal, fantastic.
How much is it? Is that 15 cards?
It's a lot, and we're still going,
My God.
So we have 3 Fate's Hand. This card
power.
is basically your only like draw power outside of Daria. As you notice, there's no insight, no sorcery cache. You just don't have the space. You have to deal damage to the stuff. This is only if you like hold up a Fire Chain or hold up a Surefire Bullet or something, and your opponent does nothing.
Yeah.
Because they're expecting the removal. Then you're just like, all right, well, gotcha, Bozo. I'm drawing 2 cards, right? Then you start the next turn on turn 4, which is a big deal. So that's the only like advantage outside of Daria. It's a great card. We got some more removal. we hate opponents' creatures in this bitch. No.
Wow.
If it summons, it's dead. That's all it is. 3 execute. It's also to play around Leonidas so that I don't have to. I have very few monsters or creatures or followers, whatever it is. So we'll get into that later.
If I didn't know what you were playing, I would have assumed you were playing Haven.
Oh, we are about to get crazy. We're about to get crazy. We haven't seen anything yet. So we have the 2 board removals. It deals 4 damage.
My God, the Rune Conflag.
Yeah, we're searching it. Turn 8, very simple. Merlin, search this. Get rid of your board.
Wow.
If I have on turn 9, if I have like an Evo point, I can copy something in the grave, like a Fire Chain, in case this doesn't kill anything. Have the Fire Chain kill it. It's fantastic.
How many times did you resolve that?
Literally, probably every game.
My
yeah,
God.
there was one time where I discarded it for a penguin and drew into one and played it anyway. So,
wow.
That's what it is. And you know, spoilers, we're playing a penguin at least one. So here are the 1-ofs for Merlin. Merlin searches all this stuff, so it's good to play it at 1. I beat the cameraman here with this. By Penguin Soldiering, discarding this, and then Merlin copying it twice to kill something and draw a card. This is insane. Rhymelin for sometimes Sword plays a big general guy that has like ward and stuff. We just bounce that. We don't care.
Nice.
And then obviously Angelic Barrage. Copying this with Merlin is hilarious. Searching it with Merlin and using an Evo point to evolve it, and then having 1 mana left, so that I'm just basically forces the Abyss player to skip their turn. If they have Playful Necromancers, if they have the 3 mana summon 4 ghosts, Angelic Barrage says, all right, do it, I guess. We're gonna trade real good.
You searched that, and I had Phantom Hell and Razor Claw and Demonic Strike in hand, and I was like, I can't do anything.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's for. Onto the creatures. We have a 2 Penguin Wizard. We don't play 3 at Clogs. We learned recently in testing that it's a 2/5 body. Who knew it had stats, right? We just thought it was an amulet for the most part. But
kill your goblin.
Yeah, exactly. Discard a card, kill the goblin, still have 3 health left. It's fantastic. Absolutely insane. So that's one of the creatures. We have this guy. This guy came in hot.
This guy's MVP.
Oh, it's 3 mana, and then you pay 1 to like deal 2 to everything. It's fantastic. So you do that, you fire chain. More removal, by the way.
Yeah, those 4 Abyss decks had no chance,
huh? Exactly. They're like mini Soul Devil's the best card in my deck. Oh, bet. 2 health, huh? Yeah, nice. You're nice. We have Merlin, the classic. It's just fantastic, beautiful card.
Staples?
Yeah. Stair searches this entire deck. It's fantastic. Copies it. 5 mana play, 4 mana play. If you have the Evo points, it's just a beautiful card.
Oh my gosh.
We have Olivia, MVP of the deck, honestly. 5 mana, draw a card, or heal, or have your aggro opponent discard a card, or give yourself an Evo point so that Daria comes up earlier. Card's insane. Chaining it into itself, insane. 5 and into another 5. There was a time where I played against a sword guy. 5 on turn 10, heal 6, draw 2. They're just absolutely insane.
Were you always drawing 2?
Well, when I played 2, yeah, I draw 2.
Okay.
So play 1, draw 1, play 1, draw 1. Yeah, so, it's fantastic. Wouldn't cut it, because it's also pressure on the board, right? So, like, if Olivia sticks, there's another card in here that just hard punishes your opponent for just being like, oh, it's an Olivia.
Boy.
It's an Olivia. Yeah, it's coming up, it's a spice. So that's that. We have, Best Girl, Daria, Dimensional Witch. Discard your hand. There are often times, especially against aggro, where I would just play this on 6, discard my hand, get a new hand of 5 because it was probably a bunch of creatures or something. Have a bunch of spells and monsters. They're not going to kill it. They're aggro. I only have 1 target, and that's my face, right? So they're going to let this Evo, and then I get 2 free things on top of a swing with Daria, on top of a swing with something I do. So it's really, really good. Obviously, this card's insane. Note to the people that are going to be net decking this and winning all their locals because this deck is insane. Don't be afraid to play this card early. If you have really good cards in your hand, maybe don't even search like Execution with Merlin. Like maybe just on turn 6, play it, shotgun it, get brand new cards. If your hand's not doing anything and you have 7 cards, it's basically like having a hand of 0. So this card is insane.
Nice.
And then the last card, the spice of the main deck, the best card today. We got Gilgamesh.
Oh my god, there's 3 of them.
Yeah, we got 3 Gilgamesh. Yeah, so the idea behind this, Rune has a 3 mana 5/5 Storm that requires 10 spells in the grave or 15 or something like that. And with this build, with the heavy monster count, we just were not getting to that number. So we were like, okay, well, we need Storm. We need a way to finish the game. So Gilgamesh being a 6/6 is a big deal because it makes it harder to like if it crashes into something in the event that I have to trade or tempo Gilgamesh. Leonidas doesn't trade into it quite as well, which is really good. Also, it baits people, like I was mentioning earlier. If I just have an Olivia up, and they're like, okay, well, I'm going to swing at face with Olivia. Well, bam, here comes the Gilgamesh, and that's 11 damage.
I don't think anybody saw that coming.
It's just gone. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's so good. Another really cute play is if you're on 10 mana, you go Daria, you reveal a Gilgamesh, you obviously Evo the Daria. That costs 8. This right here, this play costs 8. Reduce his cost by 5. That's 2, meaning that you have the 10 mana, and you can trade with this and then attack face with this on the same turn.
Did you ever win the game like that on turn 10 today?
No, because they kept killing the Daria because they're smart, because they don't want my spell chain stuff to go
right.
off. But Gilgamesh went in, because when they used all the removal on the Daria, Gilgamesh went in on a fresh board, and he's still a 6/6.
Yeah.
Which is insane. So it's really, really good. Obviously, we go into the extra deck here, or the
Evo deck.
Evo deck, yeah. So this should be pretty standard. Bozo leader, I need to get a new one.
I got one for sale.
Oh, you do bet. the Evo points, these came in clutch all day.
Oh my god.
Best card of the deck, honestly.
Won so many dice rolls today, huh?
There's so many times where my Abyss opponent rolls low on the dice, and I'm like, okay, I'm outplaying you. You're going first. And then I got, the best card in the game, Evo points. because it makes Daria come out earlier, it makes Merlin come out earlier. It's just so broken. This card's insane. Came up all day. This card. All right, moving on to the rest of it. We got 2 penguins because there are 2 penguins in the deck. Pretty self-explanatory there. Most of the time, so the idea behind 2 Daria, most of the time when you're Daria-ing, if you're as unlucky as I am, you're discarding another Daria because you've already drawn it for that turn. So you want to resolve one and then have another one for later, which is fantastic. That's why you only play 2. You don't need the third one because you'll never, if you're that lucky, sure, whatever, but like, you don't play this deck, go play Abyss or something if you're that lucky. So you have these 3 right here, staple, once again, more removal. This is the removal boy. And then we have Merlin, second best waifu, obviously, behind Daria. So no other thoughts there. This deck is broken. Last game in finals against Abyss, I draw 3 Gilgamesh. Yeah, against that guy, he's fantastic. But
You drew 3 Gilgamesh?
3 Gilgamesh, yeah. So it was like,
man,
it was like mulligan, 2 Gilgamesh, have nothing else, pay 3 mana, draw 2 cards, 3rd Gilgamesh. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I lose. He swings it for 6 with a crazy play that's in the other deck profile from him, and it leaves me down to 6 health with nothing. The only thing I can do is probably execute something, but anyway, you know, we get sacked, it happens. This deck is still really good. If I had to change anything, I would maybe use Evo points more often, maybe go second more often than all the time. And then outside of that, you know, the one-ups came in hot. No really bad matchups or anything. Execute makes it really easy. There were a lot of times today that you need to know if you're going to be playing this deck and winning all your locals, where you can play a card and then have it there and then have like some mana up, and instead of playing another card with your mana, you just keep that one card as pressure, and you use the removal to make sure this thing stays alive. It's very important that you do that and don't just shotgun all your stuff into a Themis, because you will lose like that if you do something like that. Just keep one threat at a time, get rid of all the things that threaten your threat, and then play another threat in the event that your threat goes away. If you're not doing that, you're going to be losing to board wipes with your very few creatures, and you're going to lose because you're bad. So don't do that.
One last question. Did you have any thoughts about putting Demonic Strike in this deck as a kill shot potential?
Yeah, I did. So Demonic Strike was actually in the very first iteration of this with the Mithril Golems and the Storm, the 3-mana Storm card. But I was like, man, I really never want to pay 3 to kill a thing on board, ever. And if it's going to face, I might as well play something bigger like Gilgamesh. Yeah. Or just have pressure to begin with. So it was in the deck. It's not very good because there's a lot of healing too. Olivia just completely negates that if they decide to play that a couple of turns earlier. They have Shenlong that heals. They have the Haven has the amulet that heals 10 that I'm not doing anything against, by the way, because all my removal doesn't do anything to the word ward, or aura, I mean. So yeah, it was in there, but then I was like, probably not good. So that's all I got here.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks, Alex. Congrats on second place, and hopefully we'll be seeing more of you for these tournaments and the case tournament next week at Epic. We'll see you there.
Yep.